Hi, good morning everyone. It is almost 9 a.m. It's about 8:53 a.m. and I warmed up my hands with a scrunchie. I had some leftover gray yarn from a cat and I decided to make another scrunchie. It took me probably like 5-10 minutes just to warm up my hands to get ready for today, because today what's going to happen, as you see in the intro earlier, is that I am going to challenge myself, see how many chickens I can make. My goal is to use up these 3 skeins of yarn. I have the yellow here for the top and the red for the, yellow for the beak and the red for the top. This is my game plan. There's a chance it could change. I want to make 3 small chickens, 1 big chicken out of this, and then a few medium chickens out of these. I think I can definitely do it because I can make a small chicken in like 20 minutes, a medium one like 40, and a large one in probably an hour. And today's Sunday, I don't have to lesson plan or anything because tomorrow's the last day of school for my 5th graders. This is the promotion ceremony in the afternoon, and it's a half day. So I have a lot of time, and I'm probably going to stay up way later than I should, but I just really want to make some chickens because oh my gosh, Anne Caraway, she made like the loaf cat pattern that's popular right now, and I started the bunny pattern right up here, and then my brain's like, I don't know if I'm ready to do it yet, I'm scared, but I really want to make them. They're so cute. And because the last time, I'll show some examples here of the old cows I used to make, and I made 2 of them when I was learning, and I just realized I'm not very good at limbs, but the instructions are so much clearer. This one's low sew, and I really want to make them. If y'all see this video before next week, let me know what I should price them at, because I'm thinking of doing the bunnies and the cows at like $35 to start, and maybe go up to $40 after. Okay, I know some people do more, but let me tell you, my 2-legged creatures, if you saw how they started, so I don't want them to be turned like that and I'd be selling them $40. Absolutely not. Anyhow, I am going to start a time lapse of me making these chickens, and I'm gonna start, oh my gosh, what colors? I'm gonna start with blue. I love this. Like, I know people usually buy like the white ones and the black ones and the tweed ones, but look at this color. It's beautiful. And I remember one time this lady at my market, she'd wanted like a blue chicken for Stardew Valley, and Liam loves Stardew Valley, so we'll get started this skein and see if I can knock out these small chickens. Hey, if you want to come back on to tell you what pattern I use. So I use the Small Plush Country Chicken by Jaded Rose Crochet. I know most people use the other chicken pattern, like for the eyes are more on the side, but this is the pattern that I found first and I got familiar with first. Using this pattern, they call for loops and threads, but I've always used a Bernat blanket type yarn from them. Normally I use a 6.5, but honestly, I think I'm ready for a 6. I think my tension has gotten good enough, and I've gotten good enough working with the yarn to work with a 6, but typically I do a 6.5. These small chickens for me take about 30 grams of yarn. I'm gonna turn my camera around. The small chickens for me use about 30 grams of yarn. The medium, 80, and the large, I added like 2 extra rows to make it bigger, is 150. So my game plan, more specifically, I may not follow this because I do change my line on these a lot, is to make from the brown and white and the blue tweed threads, I'm gonna make 3 small and 2 medium, because then that would be, or maybe 4 small, depends how much extra yarn I have. And then for the white one, I'm gonna do 2 small, 1 medium, 1 large. That's my game plan. That could change, and we'll see how it turns out. And if there's any yarn scraps, I can make more scrunchies like the one I made earlier. I'm not sure what type of person would buy this, but the nice thing about the scrunchies is that I do it just because they're fun and I like them, and even though I can't use scrunchies, if no one buys them, I can always give it to my students because they will find a use out of them. So I will see you all in the time lapse. Bye. Okay, I was working pretty slowly and I finished the body for the first chicken. I like how they look with the 6, and the gaps are not like, how do I want to say this? I know that if a young kid were to get this, I feel more confident in it not falling apart now. Not that they fell apart before, but ones I made in the classroom when I did the 6.5, because I'd give away the small chickens. The kids did a really good job. They held, I will say the ones that I made definitely held up better than the bigger ones I first started doing, because the stitches didn't come undone when the kids are throwing it around. One thing I really need to work on is the eyes. The only thing that's challenging about this pattern, that's really challenging to get the eyes in place, because I thought I hot glued them pretty good last time, but the kids were still able to get them out. So the first body of this is done. I'm going to keep on working off camera. It took me 9 minutes crocheting pretty slowly. I'm sure I can get it even faster. There will be a video clip of me leaving out sometime. So on to different project. This light green over, I finished all the turtle body and limbs, and I was about to start working on the shell, and you know how last time I was able to get 2 shells out of the green? This light green was not cooperating. Not able to get 2 turtles out of the light green this time. I could finish 1 turtle's body. Not sure if my tension changed or not, because I still used a 5 hook, so that kind of sucks. But I placed an order for pickup, so I'm gonna go pick that up soon, and then put all these turtles together. I also have 2 bins of these completely filled in my closet, so I'm basically limited on how much more stock I can make, because my car is just a Toyota Corolla, right? It's not gonna carry super duper much stuff. And for this next market, that's a Pride market, I did not tell my family about that I'm going. Like, Liam knows that I'll be going and he'll help me out, but my family won't be there to help me out, so I have to make sure to be careful I don't crochet too much big stuff. So but I'm gonna keep working on chickens until the order is ready to be picked up, see how many more bodies I can make. And these are so cute. You are gonna be the cutest little chicken ever. You're gonna be the cutest chicken nugget ever. Alright, I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Hey everyone, it's been about 30 minutes and I finished 3 chicken bodies. So I have 3 bodies over here. All that needs to be done is just get the eyes in and sewed up. I'm going to take a break and pick up the light green yarn from Michael's, and then when I get back, let me weigh this skein of yarn real quick. Also, I underestimated and I counted wrong. The small chickens typically use 40 to 50 grams. I made 3, so I'm hoping there should be around 150 left. Okay, good, because it started at 300, now it's at 194, so it used about, let's say, 35 grams for each one, I want to say. This means I can get 2 medium chickens out of here, and then I'll be left with not enough for a small chicken, so I can use it to make some scrunchies or other stuff. So I'm going to take a break, and we're going to go to Michael's! Okay, I made it to the yarn section. I actually want to see, they're actually discontinuing the Sweet Snuggles Multi because they had it on clearance for 50%, and y'all know if they do that, they're discontinuing it. Of course, the sale happened a week ago, and I wasn't really looking for it because I've never worked with the yarn. I always wanted to, but I never got a chance to. So nope, it used to be right here. It's not here anymore. I'll still check a bit more though, because I'm curious. It's like a lot of Bernat blanket. Yep, Sweet Snuggles Multi is no more. A shame I never got to work with it because it's not common to find thick variegated yarn like that in that texture without going online, but that's fine. I'm just here to pick up yarn, but I always like taking a look to see if there's anything that inspires me next time I want to buy yarn. So for example, this is Sweet Snuggles, right? Yeah, this is definitely Sweet Snuggles. Like, this is a beautiful blue. I used the striped Sweet Snuggles one time, but it doesn't really work for the projects I do, unfortunately. The velvet yarn is something I'm interested in, and I want to eventually use the bloom yarn. I think this is, I want to say, I'm surprised this might be seasonal. This is also new if y'all haven't been to Michael's for a while. It's Skinny Chenille. I never work with yarn that skinny though, so. And something else that's been inspiring me. This is velvet yarn. It looks beautiful, bro. Make some amazing scrunchies and other beautiful dark colored things with it. And this is the other side. And then loads of Bernat blankets. I'm gonna keep looking around, getting inspired. I'm not gonna buy anything. Every time I see this red Sweet Snuggles, it hurts, bro, because I didn't know this until I first got on the yarn, but 4 Sweet Snuggles came out first before Sweet Snuggles Light, which is why they have a red in this. Which is also why they don't have a red in Sweet Snuggles Light. So, not yet at least, just because it is still newer yarn. So I want to keep getting inspired, looking around, and then I'll pick up my yarn and then we're gonna head on out. Hey everyone, right now it is 2:20. I took a bit of a break and then I started crocheting about an hour ago. I so far have the 9 small chickens done, so I have the easy part done. This is all of them here, and oop, there goes Mr. Scrunchy. Let me get him. If I put them in order here, so that way you're also able to see, you can see that I have 3 of this white one, 3 of this blue one, and 3 of this brown one. I'm going to do after a break to rest my hand. One, this white yarn is thicker than the other ones. I should have done a 6.5, but I was stubborn, stuck with a 6. I'm going to make the large chicken with this one. And then for those 2, I'm going to make the 4 medium. All in all, I have 5 more chickens to go. However, the big one will take an hour and the smaller ones will take like 30 minutes each. So I have like another, let's say 3 hours of crocheting. So I'm going to take like a 30-minute break, get back on around 3, and then see if I can get this all done. And I'm thinking it'll take me like an hour to get like the details and eyes and everything hot glued on. So I'll see you all in a bit. Hey everyone, I just finished the big chicken. Took me about 40 minutes. So I ran out at the end and I marked the road thinking if I wanted to go back, but I'm like, you know what? I'll do vintage white for the top, and I don't think it looks too bad, but something that I found interesting is that this yarn is thicker, much thicker than the Bernat Blanket standard yarn, which is weird because they're the same brand yarn and usually that's not the case, so I found that kind of interesting, but I think the chicken looks good, and I'm glad I went with the white head instead of like decreasing the row because I really love the size. They're so huggable. I love the giant chicken. And then because it took me like less than an hour, so like 45 minutes, I'm only going to charge like $25 for it. Because I used half a skein of yarn. That's the same amount I charge for the chickens anyways, because I use a half a skein of yarn. It's not the chicken, excuse me, the cat, because the loaf cat uses half a skein of yarn too. So this is them done. I'm going to chat with Liam, and that while I'm doing that, I'll be working on the medium chickens. I just have to make 2 medium chickens. Should take me no more than, I want to say, hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I can start working on the heads. And I can officially say that if I'm able to reach my goal, because I want to be finished by 8 o'clock so I can edit and post it tonight. If I reach my goal, I can say that I officially made 14 chicken and used up 3 skeins of yarn. So I'll see you on the next. Hey everyone, I'm coming back to show you that I finished 4 of the bases of the bodies. Now I just have to do 9 rows of 40 4 times. While doing that, I'm going to be exercising on elliptical, and I've not showed you all before how I exercise on elliptical while crocheting. I've mentioned in previous videos that I really only try to do for projects that have like the same amount of rounds in a row, so that way the tension doesn't get messed up, especially if I get kind of tired. But I'm going to take a little video of me exercising on the elliptical. It's probably going to look really awkward, but I want to show you all that you don't only have to sit when crocheting. Especially for me, I'm someone who likes to get up and walk around a lot, and exercising is one way that helps me to stay focused. So I'm going to cut the clip, get everything all set up, and I'll show you how I exercise on elliptical. Hey everyone, I just finished all of the chickens, and here's something I found out. The Bernat tweed yarn is thicker than the normal Bernat, and I know this because for my blue chicken, I'm gonna turn the camera, I ran it as well. So I did blue for the head, and for the brown I would have ran out, but I made an oopsie, and one of them is a row shorter, which is the only reason why I had enough yarn, but honestly you can't tell, thankfully. So now that I have all 14 chickens done, I'm going to get the hot glue gun out, I'm going to get the eyes, and I'm going to sew the tops on, and I will take a time lapse of it. Yeah, hopefully y'all don't mind there's not too much talking in this video. I mean, I can ramble on. It's funny, it's like I always tell my students, like, I can tell a lot of stories of my students, and I tell them, I know y'all don't want to hear me talk, but then they tell me, yes, Miss Maxwell, we want to hear you keep talking about it. I'm like, that's a first. Usually kids don't like it when the teacher talks a lot, but I always have some really weird stories for them, so I think that's probably why. But I don't want to do that for this part, because it is already 7 o'clock and I want to finish up by 8, so I'm going to get the hot glue gun unplugged and get all these chickens finished. So I'll see you in the next little bit. Bye. Okay, all the eyes are hot glued on, and now the last step is to add more stuffing to the head and then do the white and yellow. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that these are getting done. I love making the chickens. They're probably one of the few things like I can make like just non-stop. Like for every other pattern, I feel like, ooh, I gotta take breaks. But for chickens, it's so fun and easy and unstressful, and you don't have to worry about chains on axolotls or the wings on bees and sewing. Okay, it's so nice. This is the final part of the video today. I'm going to show you how many chickens I was able to make. First, I made one big chicken. I was able to make 4, oh goodness, the big ones, 4 medium chickens. And last, I'm not going to be able to hold all 9 in one hand, but I made 9 small chickens. The big chickens sell for $25, the medium sell for $18, and the small sell for $12. Thank you everyone for coming on this journey today. I hope you enjoyed this quick video of me crocheting chickens. I'm going to get this edited and uploaded so I can have it up and not have to worry about a video till next week. If you liked this video, feel free to leave a like in the comments below, and I'll see you all next week, as long as you make sure you're subscribed, because I try to make sure I post once or twice a week on weekends. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you later. Bye.